Oh man, I hate Mondays.
Nah, man, it's Tuesday.
Wait. What day is it?
You know what day it is. Tuesday. Brewsday Tuesday.
Oh, fuck yeah. Grab a cold one. It's Brewsday Tuesday. Here's Drez and Big Nate.
Of course, it's not carbonated. That was kind of a disappointing sound effect. But yes, it is Brewsday Tuesday. He is not Drez. Drez is somewhere in Europe. Is Scotland in Europe? Hell if I know.
I'll tell you, I
I was
was
not
not a
a
geography major.
I was not a geography major either. I am, of course, joined by K-Dawg, and I know he's been itching to come on Brewsday Tuesday. I've been itching to have him on, and this seemed like the perfect opportunity. I asked Kyle, what do you want to drink on Brewsday Tuesday, our show that is primarily beer driven, and straight out the gate, K-Dawg's like, let's do a Booze Day Tuesday. So
I had to make a first impression.
before we get into this, I want you to hey, it's a hell of a first impression. Any friend who brings rum in is a good friend of mine. I do want the genesis of this rum and how it came to be in your possession, and then we'll get into exactly what we're doing here because we're getting a little experimental.
So yeah, one of my roommates is from New Jersey, around that area. So his parents were coming down for his grad school graduation, and I got a call from his mom. Had no idea she had my number. She asked, she's like, "Hey, we're going to this rum distillery. You're a big fan of rum. You want me to grab you a few bottles?" I was like, "Sure. How much am I going to end up owing you?" She's like, "No, don't worry about it." I think the total value with the two was almost $80 between the two of them. But yeah, they're out of Mount Holly, New Jersey, where the distillery's at.
And again, we're not geography majors, so neither of us knows where the hell that is.
Never
It's
been to
in
New
New
Jersey,
Jersey.
so.
We've I don't even know where it's at in Old Jersey, but yeah, well, many thanks to them and to you, of course, for coming in. This is the Trainwreck Distillery rum. I've got the gold.
Over here, I got the silver.
This is batch number 13.
Mine is 39.
13, that's an unlucky number to some. Not for me. 80 proof. So that means its ABV is 40. I'll go ahead and give you a little read on the synopsis and we'll dig right into this. Our distillery is located on the banks of the Rancocas Creek. Hey, the geography straight out the gate for you. In the historic town of Mount Holly, New Jersey, where great men and women rode the rails in search of America's finest spirits. Our gold edition rum is handcrafted in small batches in a copper column still using the finest local ingredients, including supreme grade molasses, which gives it a rich taste with a smooth finish. It's then rested in X whiskey barrels, for several months to acquire a gold color. It's the first legal craft distillery in Burlington County, New Jersey since Prohibition. They're family owned and operated, so come and let your taste buds ride the rails to perfection. Distilled from molasses.
I don't know if you noticed, but on the bottom there, it's got a little map that shows where the distillery is. I was
Okay,
noticing
but
that after
again,
you read it.
again, I will go ahead and if you're watching on video on YouTube, you can see, but I still have no idea where that's at in New Jersey. If you showed that to me, like just without any of the text or anything, I just as easily would have guessed that was in Europe. So
Yeah, I can see that.
we're gonna make cocktails. Now, I'm someone who always enjoys making cocktails. It's really just kind of the vehicle for me to have people over because if I'm making cocktails by myself, they're usually just simple, straightforward, and as the night goes on, evolve into shots. But if you have people over, that's your time to entertain. So we both have picked cocktails for both round one and round two. And what is your background on cocktails, Kyle?
Unlike you, I am a very simple man when it comes to mixing liquors, and usually either just go straight or it's just mixed with a soda. So this is going to be branching out a little bit for me. So if it doesn't taste too good, don't.
So what are you making? What are the ingredients?
For this first one, I've got 2 ounces of the silver rum, 4 ounces of Coke, a lime wedge squeezed in, and that's all for the first one.
All right. And what's it called?
The Cuba Libre.
Cuba Libre, like Nacho Libre. Free Cuba. All right. I'm down with that. I am making now I was gonna go with a dark and stormy, but I got some bad intel because this is not dark rum. This is gold rum. Luckily, I'm adaptable and I pivot on a dime. So I am now making you a what I'm gonna call a Mount Holly, New Jersey mule. Kind of like a Moscow mule. It's gold rum, ginger beer, and lime wedge.
we'll see how it goes.
And we're making for each other. So this is going to be an adventure. We're going to see. That's the other thing. Like, I kind of just eyeball everything. Kyle doesn't make a lot of cocktails, so he's using a shot glass. And we're not going to judge him for that because that's probably way more responsible than the way I operate my life. But we're gonna put his skills to the test. And then during the break, we'll try the cocktails we picked for ourselves. But yeah, rum is one of those. It was always a go-to for me. Every time I went to the beach, it was very much so a staple. You get a 6-pack of the Coke, resealable bottles, and then you get yourself a handle of rum, and just sit in the pool. And I know you're a fan of reading. I'm a fan of reading as well. So that was always my go-to. Is I would just sit in the pool and have my resealable Coke, so you can't get any pool water in there, and read books. And then, you get out of your pool float, and all of a sudden you realize, oh, I'm way thinker than I am.
That's another thing with me. I feel like, kind of like along the lines of vodka, rum is a very versatile liquor. Like, you can find a lot of different flavors and styles when it comes to rum.
Yes, it very much so. I think the thing I like most about rum is the vanilla flavor. There was another one that I always used to use that I almost brought in, but the Mount Holly, New Jersey Mule sounded like more fun.
Yeah.
So I went with that. But a lot of people go with like the straightforward rum and Coke, which is an absolutely perfect summer beverage. Do not get me wrong. But the pro move, do you like root beer?
I do.
Yeah. Rum and root beer is like next level because the vanilla in the flavors in the rum complement so well with the vanilla flavors in the root beer. It's just absolutely mind blowing.
So I think this might have called for a smaller glass, but that's what yours came out.
All right. Well, hey, maybe we make them bigger in the break. We'll see. But cheers, my friend. Glad to have you on your first edition of Brewsday Tuesday.
Yeah, almost 2.5 years, and this is my first time being on.
Well, that's okay. JT still hasn't been on, and he's been here forever. It's all about paying your dues, my friend. So, do you have any big summer plans? Because rum is a summer beverage. I know there's a lot of concerts in the hopper for you. I don't know how many of them are coming up, or
I actually don't have any in the summer.
you have none in the summer.
My next concert is not until.
That's what I was afraid of, because I feel like
August.
there was a string there for like the past 2 months where it seemed like you were at a concert like several days, and then like it seems like September you're pretty booked up.
August and September are going to be busy. Yeah.
Which high school football, college football back, and
But now
are
during
you sure
the
you're ready for
summer,
that?
it's not much for me to do. I'm up here by myself. All the roommates move away. 4-hour drive home, so family doesn't get up here too often.
Do you like having the space to yourself? I feel like
Oh,
you
I love
kind of
it.
just
I love being in the apartment by myself, but it limits what I can go out and do.
you're someone who, when we interact, you're definitely a very social person, but like you also seem like someone who would be like, at the end of the day, like, look, it's been a long day, leave me the hell alone, and
Yeah.
just want to be
It's different
like
when I'm here.
Unabomber alone.
It's different when I'm here with you because I see you for a few hours every day. I don't get tired of it. At the apartment with 3 roommates nonstop, I need the time to myself.
That's kind of how I found my wife was needed someone I could live with long, because I'm the same way. Like I do appreciate my my commute used to be longer, so that was like my quiet time. I was driving 30 minutes a day each way, and quiet time. You listen to music, you gel out, you do what you want to do.
Yep.
You don't get that once you have kids. So that would be my recommendation to you. I don't know what I know my children adore you and you're fantastic with kids, but just consider that. Maybe
I don't see that in my future for a bit, so we'll.
All right. words of warning, words of wisdom. Now, another thing we were talking about earlier that kind of blows my mind. Where are you originally from?
Originally,
You've told me
well,
1,000 times, but tell the listeners.
where I go when I go home is South Hill, Virginia. But I was born in Georgia, lived in
Okay, I didn't
Keysville,
actually know that.
and now home is South Hill.
South Hill. Do you ever go back to Georgia?
No, I don't have any family left in Georgia.
Okay. So originally from Georgia, you've never flown.
No.
So that will be, I'm getting in ahead of the game with my 2025 New Year's resolution. By the end of next year, you will have flown somewhere.
I will.
Where do you want to
I
go?
will have flown by the end of this year.
Mission accomplished. Where are you flying to?
So the roommate who's from New Jersey, he has a full-time job with Royal Caribbean now. And part of his signing bonus was a free week-long cruise for him and 3 friends. So he's bringing the original 3 of his roommates out in, I think, second week of September, maybe, depending on if I have a concert or not. So I'll have to fly out to Miami to catch the ship and
Do what Drez does and find a concert that happens to align with your trip.
well, I think doesn't the second week line up with the Rob Zombie Alice Cooper show? the 11th?
September 11th.
So if that's when he's wanting to do this cruise, I'm not going to be doing the cruise.
But that show's in Charlotte. What day of the week is it? If he picks, hold on. Oh, we're gonna do some math. We're playing travel agent right now. September 11th is a Wednesday. I don't know if they do Thursday to Thursday cruises, but if they do,
I think the
if
ship
he does
would
on
be
the
leaving out
12th,
that Friday.
you could fly out of Charlotte. So to be leaving Friday the 13th, that's a great day to
Yep.
just hop on a boat. Do you know where the cruise is going?
No, he has not picked which.
Well, if he
Cruise
takes
he
you to
wants.
Bermuda, it's you hang out in the triangle on Friday the 13th. It's nothing but good luck. All right. So how are you feeling about that cocktail?
The ginger beer is prominent in this, but it's good.
It's spicy. I bought a different ginger beer than I usually buy, which is probably my mistake. This is Q Mixer's premium ginger beer. And I was reading, it doesn't say on. Oh, yeah. No, it does. Bold taste that isn't shy about the ginger and chili peppers. So
Yeah,
I saw the
it's got
chili
some
peppers.
kick.
I was like, hell yeah. Because that's another trend that's on the rise is spicy ginger ale.
And it's like I told you before we started recording. I had never had ginger beer, so it's for the first experience. It's not bad. It's pretty good.
All right. I mean, we're going to use the Untapped scale. We want to go ahead and give it a rating. Are you familiar with the Untapped scale?
I'm not.
It is 1 through 5.
Okay.
I mean, I think you can give down to a 0.5, but this beverage isn't going to be on here, so it doesn't matter a hell of a lot. Are you on Untapped?
No, I had no idea what it was.
You should. I mean, it's going to be another app on your phone, but it is what we use to track what we drink and how we felt about it. That way we know for future purchases. But my handle on there is Big Nate Danger. Kyle's is non-existent.
It will be.
But 0 to 5. What are you giving that Mount Holly, New Jersey mule, which I just made up?
Give it a 3.
A 3.
Yeah.
Straight down the middle.
Yep.
Okay. We can only go up from here. This is the Cuba Libre. And what I like about this one, and it could be 100% related to the rum that went in, could be the fact that we swapped out cherry Coke for regular Coke because I'm a jackass. It's really good. It's kind of got like a little bit more of a smoky note to it. I'll give this 4 1/4. I did in the middle of the segment add ice to mine because it wasn't quite as cold as I like it, which is ridiculous because that cherry Coke has been in the fridge for a couple weeks. Should have been colder. So,
Well, to
color
be fair, the rum had a 20-minute drive in a truck with no AC on the way up here, so it was probably warmer than usual.
All right. I'm pretty sure the rum. Yeah, we got to get your AC fixed. That's also on my. By the end of the year, 2025, we'll have you in an air conditioned truck. But BoozeDay Tuesday gonna roll on. We've got another round of cocktails for this BoozeDay Tuesday. Usually, we let the guests pick the music. However, Kyle's not really a guest. He does occupy space in this studio as well. But I'm still gonna go ahead and give him the call here. Wait, what do you want to hear while we swap drinks and get ready for the next round?
I wasn't expected to be put on the spot like this. I know we had talked about a few beforehand, and I'm not remembering any of them at this point.
Well, we got to play something, Kyle.
There was one I brought up to you. I don't remember what it was. You'll have to remind me of the name of that one here.
Which one did you bring up? I don't remember
It was
either.
back
You
when we
can't-
were talking about ingredients being brought in.
you cannot put me back on the spot like that.
All right, well, since neither of us can remember, let's just do, since we got the show on the 11th, some Rob Zombie.
All right, that works for me. The 11th of September, which is months away.
9/11.
still.
We got
All
some
right.
Rob Zombie.
We'll get you some Rob Zombie.